gotta be that way.
I mainly forget everything, so I don't know. I have no idea.
My dumbass needs to redo this actually.
You forgot to press
Fantastic.
play.
No,
Okay,
I hit start streaming instead of fucking stop
Oh,
recording.
interesting.
Nice.
Bye.
Hey guys.
No, I
It's a
turned it
live
off.
Perpetual Backlog.
I turned it off.
First day back. New podcast. We're live, baby.
Oh, I'm not doing that
panic?
again.
You panic switching it off.
No. I looked up in the corner and looked at my my name on Discord, and it says streaming the Forspoken demo. And I was
Nice.
like, what?
You look, I could talk about it. If you're gonna stream it, I'll commentate over it. Why not?
No. I will, however, keep this in. It's 2023, guys. First fuck up of the year. Hopefully, only fuck up of the year. I am your host.
Wouldn't hold my breath on
How
that.
quick it was.
I said hopefully. All right. I'm your host, Aqua. And joining me, like they did last year, is Dalit.
Hey, back again. One more year with me, hey.
Yeah, and Leek.
I have no idea where I've been for 3 weeks. Help.
Leek was in
Fair
the
enough.
space dimension. I guess that's what we can do. We can go around and talk about what we did the past 2 to 3 weeks since we weren't here, how everybody's holiday was.
I mean, we could, but Leeks literally just said she doesn't remember. I assume she's been training in the hyperbolic time chamber myself.
Oh, I know what I did.
Yeah.
I fell into The Sims.
Oh, all right. Go on.
No, why would you do that? All my friends are playing bad video games. Why?
Who have you made in The Sims, and how have we become worse people for it?
Oh my god! No, actually, I'd be quite respectable. I used a Pathfinder party I was playing with,
Nice.
and I can't believe it. I usually a chicken out of letting my Sims grow old and die, because I'm like, no, it's really sad, and in part it was actually very sad, but I let them grow old and they slowly died off one by one.
That's a bit morose.
Well, no, because why is death a fuckboy in The Sims? That's one question I have.
I'm sorry, hold on. I have to immediately stop you. What do you mean, why
Death is a fuckboy. He's constantly flirty. What the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, clearly they're going
Death
off of
is
that.
flirting with life. Is this a philosophical thing, Sims?
No, it's supposed to, because you're the reason why death is flirting with life is because you're supposed to be flirting with death.
My god, death's a fuckboy. So yeah.
So what's he like?
So it was really. I don't know. I was just like one of my sexy grandpa Sims decided to flirt with him, so I was like, all right.
Oh no.
But no, it's just like, what the hell? So yeah, it's actually really sad. You get an urn, and then the Sims are constantly crying. It's like, oh my god, what am I doing? And eventually, they slowly pull themselves out of this period of mourning, and then you get haunted by the other Sims, and they carry on as normal. It's pretty cool, actually. And I found out you can woohoo with a ghost, so that's cool.
Excuse? I mean, I guess
it's wild.
I guess there's the whole movie.
Yeah, with Patrick Swayze, right? I don't know, but it's interesting. Yeah, so that's what I did. Oh no, I also started playing Elden Ring again. That's another thing.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I was like, okay, Tree Sentinel, this time.
Okay, second person I've seen coming out of this grave. I'm gonna kick your ass.
All right. I have the surefire way of beating the Tree Sentinel or whatever. Like level 1 when you get in there. All right.
Yeah.
Just parry for it.
No. You get the one class that automatically gives you a spear, and you just spear him to death. He can't do anything to spears.
Vagabond.
Yeah, he can't do anything against a spear.
Ah.
I watched I watched Asmongold like die once to it at level 1, and he was like, oh, this was actually 12 times more easier than the first time I fought.
Nah, I went prisoner this time.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you had a fancy hat. Helmet?
Fancy man in the iron mask type of deal.
Yeah.
But it's cool because they got a rapier, and also they have like this magic wand that basically has magic missile on it. So that's cool.
Nice. My only time I ever played, which it did equal like around 60 or something hours, I went Wretch right in the beginning.
Oh god.
That was a great start.
It's just 10 all the way around, isn't it? This is 10, 10, 10.
Yeah, and you have a club and a wooden shield.
And diapers.
And diapers.
Yep.
Yeah,
I never beat Elden, but
I'm going for it. This time.
Do it.
This time it won't beat me. This is the only reason why I reinstalled Elden Ring.
I believe in you. As apparently the only person who did beat the game, which is news to me, I thought we all did it. Yeah, you got this. Easy.
Yeah, no, I immediately, when it fell into old habits and started collecting everything on the site. And then I'm running towards the weird cat statue.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to do that again.
I'm right at the end, Dalit.
Are you?
I'm in Farum Azula.
Oh, you are right at the end.
Or I have access to Farum Azula.
What? You've got like three bosses.
Yeah.
You've got 3 bosses left. Maybe 4, depending on... You just got to Farum Azula?
Yeah. I'm right at the
You've got like 4. You've got like 4 or 5 tops.
Yeah.
And it's like it's genuinely a straight line at this point.
But I've also seen fucking Elden Ring beaten like 12 billion times.
I beat the damn thing. I platinumed that. I got everything I could.
Maybe one day I'll load up the good old PS.
So, Leek, what's the core build? What do we want to do on this run, eh?
Well, I like the idea because I essentially just made one of my characters from Pathfinder. So it's a what the fuck is it called? I can't remember. Anyway, they can use a sword and magic, and it's kind of like what's that rogue class where you can do the same thing. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I want to be sword fighty and also switch to magic when I can. That's my goal. That's the build.
Fencer.
Pretty good.
Let's go.
Eldritch Scoundrel. That's it.
I'm a dirty katana user.
Oh yeah. Oh, you went samurai.
I dual wield katanas is what I do.
Dual wield?
Yeah, you can dual wield katanas. It's so good.
Oh my god.
Give me the biggest shield you have, and give me
an halberd.
I beat that. What was his name? The tree sentinel. Yeah. I beat him. I took his weapon, and I never used anything else. No. I was using that weapon when I literally could not use that weapon. Yeah. So that was my whole first run, and I did switch over in a secondary run to katana for a brief time. But God, I felt so dirty.
No, I dual wielded katanas, and they both have blood build up on it. If I recall correctly.
Goodness.
And I used the mimic tier.
So I'll be honest. I also, the moment I saw the mimic tier, I was using that as well. Someone taught me after I beat the game. I wish they'd gotten to me sooner. How to optimize the mimic tier, because that would have been really good.
Oh yeah, I played one more thing, which actually is pretty good. It's Pummel Party. It's like Mario Party, but not Pummel Party. But not.
Do I know Pummel Party? I don't think I do.
You're just like these sick men type characters, and you run around.
And you're just beating the ever-loving crap out of each other?
Oh no, it's like Mario Party. So you play mini games around the game board, but you can also foil each other's plans by throwing rockets at each other and stuff like that.
You're destroying your friendships emotionally.
That's right. I think that's all I did. Anything else looking on my desktop?
What did you do for 3 weeks?
I think that's all I did. Oh, actual Christmas and stuff. I didn't really do anything.
No, I appreciate that.
I was
You
a
didn't
bit
have
of a
any? Did you?
recluse.
Did you have any KFC?
God damn it, Aqua.
No, I did have fried chicken though.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
All
not
right. You're halfway there.
not specifically KFC.
Oh.
Because you have to fucking pre-order that shit.
So far in advance.
Yeah. The pre-ordered fucking KFC.
You have to pre-order it here. No.
Japan's so
And
fucking
honestly,
weird.
the Family Chicken.
Oh, Family
never
Mart. I hear it's so good.
Family Chicky. Very good.
Yeah, I hear
So
Family Mart chicken is
I
very
did
good.
have fried chicken.
Okay, well that's good.
And yeah, it was tasty.
Mm-mm-mm.
What else?
Traditional.
For New Year's,
stuff.
I went to my place of work, which is a pub, and I had a nice meal there. I said
Hey.
hello to everybody.
Hell
That was
yeah.
it.
It's the same pub I'm thinking of.
Lighthouse, yes.
Yeah, how's everyone? I'm happy to hear that it's still going strong.
Oh yeah. It's pretty good. Everyone's happy.
Brilliant.
Doing well. The boss is in Holland at the moment, spending time with their
too right.
family.
Too right.
But otherwise, pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still a bit people shy, so
Yeah,
I'm
that makes sense.
yeah.
I don't really think too many people can give you crap. I don't consider myself shy, but I certainly know that given the option during a major holiday, I'd rather keep it as limited as possible, because the whole purpose of these holidays are for us to spend time either with people that we love or just kind of, recover from the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a rough couple of years. So I understand. I'm at the end of the day, like, did you enjoy yourself the holidays?
I did.
Well, then, yeah, it's a win.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know you had a traditional Japanese Christmas.
Brilliant. Wonderful.
How about you, fellas?
Yeah, dole.
My holiday festivities were kept pretty minimal. We kind of like downgraded everything. We didn't even really put up the tree. But it was mostly spent with my family. We had a couple people show up and we did things. We sat around, we talked, we reminisced, we drank too much. I burnt myself on the wood stove.
Nice.
The tried, the true.
Fucking up even when you're not here.
What are you gonna do? Past that, I didn't really do much for New Year's. Like I said, I took that as an opportunity for me to literally have nothing to do with the rest of the world for a couple of days. And I took like 3 days off. Besides that, I did some work. I still have some work that I had to do. It was mostly off, but I'll take whatever work I can get. Otherwise I'm not going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And I played the video games. I do that occasionally.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I played your favorite game on the planet.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, played a bunch of Overwatch.
Yeah. All my friends played bad video games.
All your friends play bad video games. Besides that, though, it was mostly Arknights, and I finally started Crisis Core. I've had Crisis
Million dude play that.
Yeah. Mac, it's always interesting watching Max play this because he is perhaps not the biggest fan of the PSP version, so now he gets to play what is in his eyes a real game.
Yeah.
For me, I've had this game since the 13th. I have owned this game. I have only started playing it yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I'm a petty bitch.
Same.
I do not like this new cast on the whole. There are certainly folks I enjoy. I really like Aerith. I really like Cloud. I think a lot of the voice actors are fine, but I couldn't do it. Nope, not with Zack, not with Sephiroth. Couldn't be done. Refused to do it. Not going to put myself through it. So,
like when they redid 7, they redid the dialogue. They spruced it up a bit for these days and times, but for Crisis Core, they seem to have not. And even like the directing is weird.
this wasn't a
Yeah.
remake. It was just a remaster.
But like
So
they
they
took
weren't-
the time to recast the voice actors and re-record the lines.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like they did so many things to make this a new experience. The script wasn't really one of them. However, I ran into this earlier today. I ran into the goat of Wu Tai,
Yeah.
and I sat here at my computer for maybe 2 minutes, just looking at this sentence and thinking, so you've definitely changed a few lines here and there. Was having Yuffie refer to herself as the goat really one of the necessary ones? You're right. All right. Okay.
She's the
mhm.
goat, man. She's the goat.
That's weird. We're using the words goat, and Zach has a flip phone. That's weird to me. But the game looks great. It animates like a PSP game. So it's a bit jank, but it's this amazing kind of nostalgia where the game kind of looks the way you remember it, despite it not looking anything like how it was. So it's like that kind of nostalgia, but I couldn't do it with the voice actors. I just couldn't. It was not something I was going to make it through. However, the folks over at Nexus Mods have reintroduced some of the old voices into the game. And being the petty bitch that I am, I have installed that, so I have Rick Gomez and George Newbern as my leading players. And frankly, that's all it took. I am now like 12 hours into this game. I'm level 20-something, and I'm only just meeting Aerith. So, that's great. I'm enjoying myself now.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, like, overall, my holidays were pretty simple. I take it as like a mental health type of thing. It's same with my birthday. It's not really about celebrating. It's about not being in work mode. So what else I do? I called my mum. She's all right. Her weather is infinitely better than mine. Being in
If
the
she
islands.
She at least gets rain.
Well, I mean, no, I'm getting rain. I'm getting lots of rain. I'm getting all the rain I'll get for the rest of the year this week. All of it at once. We are flooded. It's amazing. I can't wait for this to go away. Not the rain, the flood. I love the rain. The rain can stay. I would like this to happen, maybe not in this magnitude, but at least just the idea of rain for the next 8 to 10 months.
You're like,
You
just
have
give
a
us a
couple
good
of-
rain. Good rain once a week.
Well, no, I mean, look, so long, like genuinely, if you gave this to me like once a month, it'd be grand. You could take off a couple of months in the summer for the kids, let them have a real summer. But other than that, it'd be nice to not have California be flammable for a year. But yeah, no, I didn't get up too much. I've been enjoying myself. Lots of relaxing, lots of catching up with folks, lots of plans for the rest of this year that may or may not happen. Who knows?
Yeah.
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 What about you? What'd you get up to, Aqua?
Well, like I said in my botched opening that I accidentally streamed instead of hitting the record button.
Nice.
I have come to the conclusion. By conclusion, I mean I have a manga addiction now. It's an addiction. Like all I think about doing. Like I don't even like somewhat care about like actually reading it. Just kind of just want to collect them now.
So you're viewing manga as art, not for the
Yes.
imagery, but for the physical thing itself.
Yeah.
And yet you don't want an omnibus.
No, because like I said, they don't look as good. All right. You have like maybe 4 or 5 like gigantic omnibuses or whatever. All right. All right. It's quite different than seeing my 23 Black Clover volumes in a row. All right. It looks cooler that way. All right. And
I ran out of space pass.
my 13 volumes of Haruhi and all that jazz, and I'm still in the middle of collecting Black Butler. And all
Collect
that
One
jazz.
Piece. I dare you.
No,
I
no.
do not
No,
recommend
no,
that.
no.
Oh.
Because I
You got
will.
One Piece money on you, dog? You got One Piece money on you?
No. Because I am gonna read all of these that I have here. Like I'm already halfway through the Haruhi collection. All right, I'm on volume 10, and there's like 20. Right, so I'm already reading that. That's been amazing. All right, they needed to keep fucking animating that. It's a tragedy that they haven't. I've watched all of Black Clover, all 170 episodes. So where I'm at, where I have I have 23 out of the like currently 30, I think, 30 or 31 volumes of Black Clover. I'm at I haven't gotten to a point where I hit the anime. But I'm still gonna read all that. I love Black Butler. I still need to get to the cool part in Black Butler that I want to get to. But I plan on reading. It's just, I've sometimes have problems reading. Though recently I've gotten through like 5 volumes in like a row without having to go to sleep. So that's cool. No, yeah, I'm already I kind of wanted to collect fucking the Index and Railgun series until I saw how expensive that was going to be, and I was like, nah, you know what? Maybe not. Because some of those volumes are like $70 to $100, and I'm like, I don't know.
Wait, what?
Next, yeah, it's because this manga was going on from like 2007 or whatever, so I'm assuming some of the earlier volumes are not in print anymore, so they're slightly more expensive. It's the same reason. It's the same thing with the volume 20 of Haruhi. That thing's like $79, and that's the only one that's that high. It's literally specifically the final volume of Haruhi that's that high, which I can be okay with spending $70 for that one volume or whatever. For Index
Can you
or
though?
whatever.
Can you though?
It's because it's only one. All right. It's different when there are multiple volumes of Index that are $60 and higher. All right. Then I'm like, okay, I don't know if I can continue doing that. I can do one. I can do one that's super high. Whatever. If it's just to complete my collection, I can do one. But past that's a no-go. I do want to collect the Horimiya manga because my friend showed me a collection of her manga and I saw it there and I was like, oh, I love Horimiya. I guess I should collect that manga too. Still mad that Domestic Girlfriend's not in a physical version. So
May I ask a silly question?
Yeah.
Where are you putting all of this?
I have a bookshelf. Legitimately, I bought a bookshelf like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but
just so I could put this manga here.
Oh, it was specifically
for my manga. Yeah.
Silly
like I have some of my like physical games on it as well, but it's a 10 grid. It's a 10 grid fucking bookshelf, so I have room.
10 grid?
Well, yeah, it's a 10 block grid, so like it's 5. It's 2x5. So.
Oh, I see.
My games are in two of the blocks, and my manga is in some of the other whatever. Also, again, I have to collect I now have to collect the Chainsaw Man manga since Chainsaw Man has ended, and I need to read on past that because there's no way I'm waiting for a second season.
It's true. It's true. The only downside to having to read this and not being able to watch it is no kickback.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always turn on kickback while watching
it's true.
While reading it.
Also, potentially, no dancing power.
True. You can always put on a GIF of dancing power.
Yeah, I think it's a necessity.
Yeah, while you're reading it. So, like, that's a good thing. Like, I mean, when I got up to the concert part of Haruhi or whatever, I immediately closed the book and brought it up on fucking YouTube.
You had mentioned this. This is true.
Because I was like, I can just listen to this. This is also a reason why I probably won't grab the Bochi manga or whatever, because a lot of it's going to be about the music, and I kind of can't hear a book. So, But yeah, no, I've come in. I think I found the thing I want to collect. Not collector's edition, not anything. Manga. I think manga looks really nice to have, and they're not. The newer manga isn't insanely expensive. They're only like $14 a volume or whatever. It's the older manga that get fucking ridiculous expensive.
Yeah, the classic
Some of
manga.
them
The mangas they're actually worth something.
that are not. Yeah, they're not. They're all out of print. Fuck. That being said, video games I played. I did get up to chapter 6 in Crisis Core, and then I stopped because my friend said that. My friend did show me that they were working on a mod for the voices, and now that you're saying it's finished, which means now I can now input that mod and continue playing Crisis Core.
I highly recommend this.
I am so overpowered in Crisis Core right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am fucking hours and hours and hours and hours ahead, power wise, of where I am in the story. It's aggressive.
I'm at 75% missions done.
I think I'm only at 25, which is still way ahead, but you have me beat by Momes.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. The only thing I cannot do at the moment is beat Minerva. That's because my full build isn't fully realized yet, but the entire rest of the story is going to be fucking like a snooze fest.
No, just get good. You can beat her at level 1. It's fine.
I don't think that's possible now. They quadrupled her fucking HP in this game. I don't know if that's possible.
Because I mean, yeah, I guess it does make it more difficult, that fight.
Yeah.
But it only makes it more difficult because she has so many chances to one-shot you. It's not like the fight mechanics are any different.
Yeah. No, it's just you have to be in it longer now.
Pretty much.
It's an endurance test. It's pretty much what it is.
I'm literally just gonna punch her for max damage a bunch of times.
Yeah. That being said, I haven't played anything else, honestly. I've been on a journey to complete the entire Railgun and Index and Accelerator series in chronological order. So I'm pretty much in the home stretch now. All right, I've got a couple episodes of season 3 to watch of the Index, and then the last like 4 episodes of Railgun to watch, and then the rest of the entirety is the rest of season 3. I won't go into full detail of what that's like. It's weird, is what it is. Going interchanging between different series, episode by episode is weird. It's enjoyable, and thank God VLC allows me to set up a fucking playlist that'll just play in the order that I want it to play.
How you work out the order of it.
Yeah. Thank God I'm able to do that. But it's been enjoyable. I enjoy it that way. I would probably never do it again because little.
I enjoy it. I'm never gonna do this again, but
I mean, if I set up, what I could do is that I get all the episodes or whatever, and put it in my VLC or whatever, and then save that playlist, because I actually just found out yesterday I could actually save the playlist as like a thing, and I could just double click it and it'll bring up fucking VLC in that exact order. So I could do it that way, but this will probably be my last time I actually go and rewatch Index, Railgun, and this was my first time watching Accelerator. That show's all right. That's been fun. And I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine the other day again.
Yeah, you did.
That show is hilarious. That show, very good show, very well written. But yeah, I didn't actually play anything. Play much of anything over the 2 weeks. Not that I could. Oh, I mean, Arknight, but literally log on to that thing every fucking day. I'm just waiting on Gavial Altar, man. Just I looked in the store. I looked in the store, all right, and I just realized I have like 15 fucking headhunting pulls or whatever to do, all right, that I can do, free ones. And then I looked in the store, and then you can, for $19.99, I can buy two two 10 pools or whatever. Get 2 10 pools, right? And then I can buy that $100 yellow rock pack or whatever, which will give me like 40 pools or whatever. I'm
still free
ready.
to play, by the way, everyone, just in case.
I am ready
you're
for Gavial
wondering.
Altar. I'm ready for
this
yeah,
man
I know,
has come in, joined the community, and immediately spent all this money.
I've only actually spent like maybe $30 on the game.
Didn't you? I thought you bought the 100 pack already. Just
no. I haven't touched the 100 pack at all. There hasn't been a character I wanted that badly or whatever. Like when I got Irene or whatever, that was me having pretty much like I think I had like 50 pools already set up from free currency, and then the rest of my pools after that were just as I was going, as the event was still going on, and then I finally got and I think I may have bought like some yellow rocks here and there, but not the 100 pack. Whatever.
I may have days and suddenly had this character.
I may have spent like anywhere between 30 and 50 on the game.
Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
At most.
I have been lying to you. I guess I'm not free to play now that I think about it. I spent $1.
I'm surprised. Wait, I'm surprised you haven't spent like the money for like the like what is it like $5 for the fucking the monthly pack thing, the monthly thing.
No, haven't needed to.
I mean, I don't really need to, but it's just nice.
I spent $1 singular dollar.
What was that on?
It was a synesthesia pack, I believe.
Oh,
that's it. I was like, you know what? I've played this game for 1.5 years now. I will support
give you
with
$1.
$1.
I'm just saying.
I'm against this on principle, but you know what? Yes, I will give you $1.
Gavial Altar will be mine hour 1. And by hour 1, I mean
whenever you that first hour that you get on that day.
Yeah, that first hour I'm able to get on or whatever. If I work that day, it'll just have to be when I go home. Whatever. I will have Gavial Altar 100%. All right.
I mean, I like the enthusiasm. Let me tell you, it took me a while to get the group of characters that I joined this game for, but I did it, so I appreciate the dedication.
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually have okay gacha luck. So I've never not gotten a character I've wanted. So, and it has never costed me. I think Genshin was like I think Ayaka was maybe no. I even got Ayaka in like 3 pools, 3 10 pools. So, no, yeah, I don't think. I think getting Gavial Altar. I think I will wail the hardest for Gavial Altar. I think if that
may your luck continue and it be fair to you.
Yeah. But yeah. I guess Little didn't remember that we were coming back today. So he didn't give us a fucking question. What a piece of shit. All right. Hey, come on, man. Where was the Christmas question? Little. Come on, man.
My question to Little is, Little, what are you and Mr. Little Vegeta playing these days? I'm asking them a question.
Yeah, Little. What are you playing, Little? What are you playing? There we go. We did reverse psychology on him.
Reverse.
All right. We have some topics to talk about this week. One I get the last thing we'll talk about will probably be when we have like the biggest discussion on. So I don't know if Microsoft is ever just going to come out with any video game at all. I just don't think they have video games anymore.
Microsoft games don't exist and cannot.
They don't exist. according to some internal leaks from I forget what studio is doing Redfall, but Redfall has been internally delayed. I don't want to say again because there was never given a release date in the first place. But yeah, some
by the
people
way,
thought, yeah.
Arcane.
Oh, Arcane. Oh, yeah, Arcane Studios. Yeah. So a lot of people thought after they announced it was going to come out last year, and then they were like, nope, it's coming out next year, and now it's being delayed again. There's no date on it. All I know is that Microsoft has had one game come out, and it's been shit. Halo Infinite.
Well, do you think maybe they're a bit busy with a court case, so they kind of just saving their pennies just in case? I don't know what's happening.
No,
What's
I
happening?
just think their first party studios don't know what they're doing anymore. Oh, it's ridiculous.
I don't have a lot of opinions on the thing. Redfall's a weird duck, yeah. It came out and everyone that I know kind of went, what is that? And then a few months later, it was elaborated on. We found out that it was very Left 4 Dead, but with vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was kind of like, then, okay.
I don't know.
I'll hear you out. And then this delay on top of it. So, like, it's a game that I feel like hasn't had the best faith going into it. And seeing this happen might get people even more nervous about it. Lord knows that my interest is absolutely tanked at this point. And it wasn't very high to begin with.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't... Microsoft, I think what the closest game that is confirmed to be coming out from Microsoft is Starfield, I guess?
Yes, that is at least the next game that Microsoft has wanted us to get excited about.
Yeah, but we still don't even have a date on that. Like, the original date for it was supposed to be back in November, but then they delayed it to 2023, and they didn't specify how long this delay was. They were just like, it's not coming out on November 11th.
Yeah, it's true. And they've said that they're just going to make sure that it's a nice polished game when it comes out, which is weird to hear from, Bethesda. But also, a few people that I've seen on Twitter and take this with a grain of salt because it's Twitter, but I absolutely believe it because they're content creators, have said they are being pestered by Bethesda to play their game when it comes out.
Yeah.
Which sounds weird, except that these people don't care about these types of games. It just looks like they're reaching out for anyone, to which I must now formally say, reach out to me.
Reach out to us.
I will play your game.
Bethesda, I am the most excited for your game, actually.
I don't know. It's a space game, and Leak is right here.
True. But as one that has looked at it and was like, hey, I like No Man's Sky. You're just gonna give me a AAA No Man's Sky?
We can all play together.
Yeah, we can all play together, yeah.
Yeah,
it is multiplayer. It is multiplayer.
We will do the thing. In fact, tag them. Tag them, I dare you. Tag them, I dare you.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, according to Twitter, there's a bunch of people who aren't interested. Let me tell you, we're interested.
We will play it.
Go ahead.
We will play it. I will embrace any and all glitches and stuff that happen because I love that shit. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll find them charming.
It's a tradition at this point, right?
But genuinely, if you push out a polished game, you will actually flummox us more than if you don't.
I know. Yes. I'll be so confused. It's like, why am I still on the floor? I should be floating in the sky or some shit by now.
Why does this planet have gravity? What?
Why is my face on my face?
Todd Howard, Bethesda, please.
Ball's in your court.
We will definitely play your game from start to finish, even if it's bad. And we will tell people that it's probably not bad. You've never made a bad, not looking at you, Fallout 76, a bad video game. It's always been questionable.
Their heart's always been in the right place. Like these are at the end of the day the same people who made Oblivion.
It doesn't need to be
made
polished.
Morrowind.
It
Hate
doesn't need to be
Skyrim.
polished. I will have fun.
yeah. It doesn't need to be
I
polished.
find ways to make my own fun.
Just give
and
us the version you
right
have
here.
now.
Yeah.
Just give us the version you have now. Just give us the version you have now, and we'll play it. All right. No, I mean, fuck Bethesda, man. If you want fucking content creators to play your video game, we will 100% play your video game. So.
Shit, what if they want numbers though? Shit. Hey, Little, bump us up more.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? Come
Retweet
on.
us more. Come on. Make accounts.
By the way, people, if you just somehow come across this video and you're listening and you get 40 minutes in, press that fucking button, man. It's a big red button down at the bottom of the screen. All right, just subscribe. Literally costs you nothing. It costs you the energy to move your mouse over to it. All right.
Yeah, see how smooth our segue was? We deserve a subscribe.
Yeah, just like come on, please. But yeah, no. What's
But I'll tell you who wasn't smooth, Yuji Naka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually true.
You know I said like last month I was like, yes, finally we're not going to talk about Yuji Naka anymore. I mean it at the moment it's just funny to mention Yuji Naka. All right. There's nothing really to report on. He just finally was formally indicted in Japan for insider trading. That means they're formally actually charging him and not he's not just arrested. He's actually going to go to court for this shit. It's just hilarious. That's all the news that is.
I want to know, Yuji Naka-san, did you learn your lesson?
No.
Did you learn your lesson?
No, he's sitting there twirling his mustache going, I will figure out a way to make more money. He's just Saturday morning cartoon villain now. So
it's very impressive, with him not having a mustache, but
turning into Dr.
Yeah. Oh,
Robotnik.
yeah,
oh God. That would
he
be,
did invent Dr.
God,
Robotnik.
He
yeah.
is becoming what he has made.
Yeah.
The X on his face.
Any more news on Yuji Naka we will make fun of.
Pretty much.
For our dying days. Even though it pains me to just keep thinking about Yuji Naka. Anyway, so Dolly, you're a Fate fan, right? You like Fate? You're a Fate fan, right? Right? You like
It's
Fate?
true, but I don't like saying it because that community can be very weird. But yes, I do like Fate.
Okay. Well, good. Because Type Moon announced that they are making there's a video game called Fate Samurai Remnant.
Yeah, I had a look-see at this. I was surprised because I've been pretty vocal in saying that the Type Moon organization, really just anything from it, kind of needs more video games, less gacha, less niche titles, and more widely acceptable video games.
Yeah,
they have Extella, and I've never really been impressed with it. It felt pretty low budget, and Musou games are pretty easy to make absolutely forgettable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot. I fucking love Nero, and she's one of the three faces of that game. But yeah, this makes me a little nervous because while this seems like it's going to be a video game, right? It's also being made by Koei Tecmo and Omega Force, which makes me all but certain this is going to be.
Hey, it's Ko Shibusawa. All right, man. That's a name you see on all the good Koei Tecmo games. All right, like was it Ninja Gaiden? That's the Ninja Gaiden name, right?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you. I remember.
I have no idea.
Ko Shibusawa comes up on a lot of games.
I'm sure he does.
Like the name does.
He's just not a developer that I am very knowledgeable about. When I looked at this game, I saw Koei Tecmo and I saw Megaforce, and my immediate thought was, oh, bollocks, they're making another Musou game. Now, the upside is, in recent years, Omega Force has been really, really good about licensed warrior games, right? So, even if this is just going to be a Warriors game again, this isn't the worst IP to do it with. I've seen Musashi attached to this, so I mean that's a pretty correct choice for servant-wise. And past that, we don't know a whole lot. So, I'm sure this will be fine. I would like to see a character action game. Oh, and honestly, you mentioned Ninja Gaiden. If it's going to be more Ninja Gaiden-y, I'm kind of about that.
Yeah, they made Hyrule Warriors.
But yeah, their Warriors games recently have been they've been less generic. They've been more
Ninja
interesting.
Gaiden. What else? Dead or Alive.
Oh, he helped develop for Neo.
Yeah.
And he was a general producer.
If you're gonna make a Neo 2 type moon game, I'm absolutely in.
He was a general producer for Neo 2 for Neo and voice actor. He's a voice actor for
a lot of sorry.
He's a voice actor for Oda Nobunaga.
Nobu. Yeah, I guess because like they've done a load of like themed warrior games. They did One Piece stuff too. So they did a Pokemon one.
They've done a Pokemon one.
Pokemon Conquest.
News
I've
to
never
me.
heard of this game.
Yeah, it might have only just come out in Japan. I don't know. But yes,
that's currently where this grouping of people sit. We know next to nothing about the game, to be honest, though. So I'm pretty doom and gloom because I don't want Fate to have another Musou game. I'd like them to have a real game that can maybe reach out past that audience. But we'll see. For now, we saw two people, a master and a servant. They struck the Emiya Saber "Are you my master" pose. So, as more information comes out, I'll let you guys know. I guess I'm interested.
Hey, you don't want what is it? Fate Extra CC, the rock paper scissors fucking video game.
Oh goodness, no. Oh man, look, I know a lot of people really like Fate Extra because that story ends up being kind of interesting, especially once you get to the end. But no, I don't want another game like that. I don't care if it is extra. I'm good.
I played that game. That game wasn't horrible. Definitely.
Oh yeah, there are worse games.
Definitely not the worst, but definitely not the best. And I didn't beat it. It was just back when I had a hacked PSP. It was like one of the only games that like people were like, "Yeah, play this game for the PSP. You like Fate, right?" So I bought the hack. I downloaded it and played it, and was like, "Oh, okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna go back to my Japanese Birth by Sleep."
Yes, correct. I've played the Fate games. I don't read the visual novels. That is not my speed. So as long as they make a game, I'm probably gonna give it a go. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. So you two seemed interested about this next topic, so I'm going to hand it over to you guys about Stranger Things.
And I'm absolutely going to force it on Lee because I don't know anything about it. I just like Dave Harbour.
I don't know him.
Okay. Well, I literally just linked the mystery horror. There's no real information about it. It's just there may be a mystery horror game starring David Harbour. He just made he's been around now for Stranger Things. Obviously, he did Violent Night, which I like. Go watch it. It's just fun. It's fun.
He was Hellboy in the newest Hellboy.
Is he? Holy fuck!
In the most recent live action Hellboy, he was the titular Hellboy.
My God. I didn't watch that one.
The movie wasn't great, but it wasn't his fault, I don't think. I didn't feel that way.
I mean, I enjoy him for his action stuff. So yeah, he's witty, and yeah, I don't know. He's also in another video game too. What he's in another one. What is it? He was in. I'm scrolling. 1 minute. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Even even if even if it wasn't his fault for that new Hellboy movie, he was in what?
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
movie.
Hold tight.
They're
Okay, the
making a
Gran
Gran
Turismo movie.
Turismo
Yes.
movie. Yeah, he's
Oh,
in that
Gran
too.
Turismo.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were telling me he was in the video game. I was thinking,
No.
that's interesting.
Video game movie. Yeah.
All right, that makes more sense to me.
It's a mystery horror game with him and Jodie Comer.
Yeah,
All right.
that's literally all we know at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know because I didn't watch Stranger Things, so I don't.
I'm all for it.
Oh, he's great.
It's gonna be face capture probably.
I should imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to new Stranger Things. Actually, that's spoilers. Have you watched the new Stranger Things?
I am a season behind.
Okay, I won't mention
I haven't
it.
watched it.
I won't say anything.
Even if it wasn't his fault for like the new Hellboy or whatever, I would still feel bad like taking it on after Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman was like the Hellboy.
He is the Hellboy. Although he's getting on a bit now, bless him.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, when you're 6 foot plus, about 200 pounds, and have that kind of physique, and don't get me wrong, they literally chiseled styrofoam over his chest to make him that beefy. But also, he could wear it.
He could. But
he definitely was also
to get in that costume and out
I
of
can't imagine. Like for Hellboy and Abe, God, that must have been miserable.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I mean, that'll be interesting. Man, when was the last time I played like an actual true horror game? I don't even know if I can remember. Because I don't count any recent Resident Evil a true horror. You know what? I can count 7. I can count 7. Resident Evil 7, I felt was like maybe an actual pretty good horror game.
Yeah, it set the correct move. It was less action oriented. It was more like
it's
suspenseful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, I didn't really. You know, the folks who did Until Dawn and stuff. They released a few games. I watched them. I didn't play them, but you know, they're still more like the whole B movie horror vibe still.
Yeah. Was it the Dark Pictures anthology or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've watched Mouse and Connor play those games.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they do, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, our next topic is, I guess, our biggest topic. With the alleging rumors that Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom will be one of Nintendo's final big games for the Switch, and that most developmental teams are focused on a successor to the Switch.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Because
I mean, it's been 7 years.
Well, not even that. I mean, you're definitely going to want this Legend of Zelda to close out that, because Breath of the Wild brought in the Switch.
Yeah, but you also kind of here's the issue I have with that. I would much rather, even though like hell, if I'm gonna ever actually play it or not, I would much rather a Breath of the Wild sequel to be a starting game for a newer Switch than I would for the current Switch.
Oh man, just to be super biased against that, I wouldn't want to, because then I have to buy a new console to play it.
This is an epiphany I just had, right? We just had a new Pokemon game. And you know the development cycle for those. And if this is if Zelda's the last big name from Nintendo, I suppose, if you count Game Freak as a Nintendo developer.
And I do.
Only, yeah. If this is gonna be the last big game on the Switch, how close is the new console?
If they're saying that most development teams are focused on its successor, not 2023, 2024.
Yeah, so I reckon we'll get an announcement pretty soon this year.
Yeah, I suspect at the end of the year we'll get an actual proper announcement and not a tease.
The only reason why I say I would much rather for this new Breath of the Wild game to be a starting game for the next console is because I'm a Nintendo noomer, and I honestly probably believe that you will not be able to play your Switch games on a successor on the next
Oh, I agree with
console.
you. I don't think you'll be able to do it either. I don't think
Yeah,
companies
that's-
enjoy having to do that. So
I mean,
that's wrong. That is wrong.
well, they did that with
like
Wii U and
morally
stuff. You
wrong.
can't really.
yeah, like I think that that's a safe bet to have, is that it actually won't be backwards
There's
compatible.
nothing new for Nintendo.
Lord knows Nintendo is known for having this terrible
No, it is.
stance. I was like, no, I was
But-
agreeing. Like, Lord knows that this is
Yeah.
a stance that they have, and it's not great. However, that said, if it's just like a switch to a, let's call it a Switch 2 for right now, there's a chance it'll be backwards compatible. Lord knows the Wii was backwards compatible. Oh, sorry, the Wii U was backwards compatible with both
Wii,
the
yeah.
Wii and the GameCube?
But-
Question mark.
Not so much the handhelds though, because
Well,
3DS and stuff, right?
Well, that's the problem, because they were at that point keeping them separate, and that's no longer a thing now. Now it's just one product, which really does muck up how we go about figuring out anything going forward for Nintendo.
Yeah,
And I definitely get where you're coming from, Marco. Like I was saying, like I said before, like I am coming from a very biased place. I don't want to have to buy another console to play the second Zelda game on my Zelda
no.
box.
So here you wouldn't do that though. All right, you would just have your Switch and play the new Zelda, because that is what they did with the Wii U version.
It's true.
There was a Wii U version of Zelda, of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's how I played it. I have
Yeah.
actually never played Breath of the Wild on Switch, mostly because I played it on Wii U and said, yeah, if ever it goes on sale, I'll pick it up on Switch, completely forgetting that that's not how
That's not
Nintendo does
Nintendo
business.
Yeah, no, my biggest, like, so my it's not even my biggest issue. It's my fear. It's my fear that the next console from Nintendo will not be backwards compatible with the Switch, and that immediately kills everything on the Switch.
So do you think they're really going to put themselves in a position to be Wii to Wii U again? I think they've learned from it, if I'm honest.
I honestly, Nintendo hasn't shown me anything that they've learned.
Do you think they will?
Nintendo hasn't learned anything.
I think losing a
Graphics
lot
and
of money
stuff.
probably have. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In terms of like pushing boundaries, you're probably right. But in terms of potentially losing a bunch of money, I don't think they're ever going to let that happen again.
I don't think they'll. No, so here's the thing. All right, the Wii to Wii U issue wasn't that the games weren't like because I mean they were backwards compatible, right? You were able to play Wii games on the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's not the issue I'm having here. The issue I'm having here is the next Switch console, or the next console being not backwards compatible. All right. So the Wii U didn't die because it wasn't backwards compatible. It was backwards. The Wii U died because it was a shit console.
Well, hold tight. The Wii U died because the marketing was absolute trash and no one bought it.
And it was too expensive.
Even then, I think it'd be easy to get past that because, and I say this having owned the last two Nintendo products, Nintendo people will buy the
No, they'll
Nintendo
buy
product.
anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the beginning that they'll.
But you
So
have
here's-
to.
Here's some ifs then. If they do decide to up the graphics, they will have to get away from the cartridge thing. They'll have to.
Yeah.
Because it's too small.
I disagree. I disagree because that's actually not true anymore. We've worked ourselves back into cartridges being a great way to house information. Because apparently bloody history is a flat fucking circle. Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get. It's not the cartridges that's going to be the problem, as was the entire issue with the
It's going to be the
Switch.
hardware. It's the hardware.
It's going to come down
Okay.
to, because you're right, there is the hardware is going to be the limiting factor. It's just not the storage. It's going to be the actual hardware. The fact that this is the Switch, and if we are to believe that they are going to make a Switch 2, if they are going to continue with this hybrid mobile console idea, that is where all the limiting factors are. Because now it has to be mobile, it has to be light, it has to fit into at least a purse, or at least one of those fancy Nintendo itty bitty carrying cases that they're going to make $1 billion off of, and it has to be able to play on the go. So that does mean, in order to keep it small, you reduce cooling, you have probably less powerful hardware in there, even with all the advancements that have been made. You're giving up a lot. It's like we've said it a billion times before. When the Switch launched, it launched out of date.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was already like at the bleeding trail of technology where we're all about to get rid of. The only thing it did correctly, in my understanding, was that it did go to cartridges, which are space savers and really good at housing information again.
Mm-hmm.
If the next console that Nintendo is making is also going to be a hybrid model, it's either going to have to be the Steam Deck, where they understand that it has to be chunkier.
Mm-hmm.
Like it cannot be this thin little thing. Or we're going to get like some PS4, like halfway through the PS4 life cycle level material, where they're still falling behind on graphical fidelity, which, to be honest with everyone, I absolutely believe that Nintendo is fine with. I do not believe that's a place where they care.
Mm-hmm.
However, we'll also probably lose a lot in terms of standardized frame rates.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing that Nintendo, more than graphics, because they're all art style over graphics.
Yeah.
But a game is a game. It needs to be played. And having a solid frame rate, especially higher ones nowadays, which are expected even from Nintendo titles, is where they might drop the ball. And that might be the part that is still kind of bleeding trail.
Yeah, there was a problem with frame stuff with Pokemon.
For everything, even in games.
Frames.
Even in games that like genuinely were working Black Magic, even in Monster Hunter, even in Xenoblade, 3, not 2. 2 was a mess, and that's because they were finding their footing. Frame rate wise, that is. Like even these games,
frames.
which are miracles, to be fair, are still real rough. So I mean, like that is currently the biggest point of contention for Nintendo games, I think, because I think people have just given up on graphics being a Nintendo thing, and I think that's good. We should give up on that. That should not be something you hold them to, because
here's what this is. I have this idea, right? This is what I would believe the ultimate Nintendo console would be, or whatever. This would be something I would be actually excited for. All right. You take what was mildly okay about the Wii U, all right, and you combine it with the Switch, all right. The Wii U was a console. The Wii U was like an actual console, like you had your block, and then you had the controller, which was pretty much a Switch, just like 3 times bigger.
Sure.
But you work at it in a way where and this would be expensive to people that were wanting to buy Nintendo's shit or whatever. It would be extremely expensive. Probably like buying a PS5 or maybe a couple $100 higher or whatever. You essentially give the players 2 consoles. All right. You have what is the Switch, which is your handheld part. All right. which then docks into an actual console and not an actual,
Yeah, this is what I've
not
heard
a
before.
docking station,
Yeah.
not a docking station, but an actual console that is beefy for your TV and monitor experience. All right.
Yeah. No.
This would easily be like $600-$700, but I think this is. I would contemplate actually buying this. All right.
But hear me out.
Yeah.
If anything costs $600+ on release, it doesn't sell. We know this. We know this for a fact.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, yes.
Moreover, looking at the landscape,
Unless you're a Nintendo fan.
No, because of the landscape we're in a global recession. Like that's too much money. Frankly, the PS5 costing $500 is asking a lot. It has to, because even at $500, it's a loss. But like, we cannot hike up prices of the console. Like it's sketchy right now for companies to hike up the prices of a game.
Well, here's the thing about that then. All right, don't make it any more powerful than a PS4. You're still using like old / outdated technology or whatever.
Oh no,
but
your concept is super solid. I don't know if it can be done. I assume it can be done. They
it can literally
because you're
be
just
done.
essentially saying you've gone from being able to access this much power to you're now docked. You have access to a computer.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's doable. And
I think
honestly,
I think it could be done at a $500 rate. If you don't put in ninth generation like availability of technology into it.
Sure. Here's the other issue that I want to pose. It's still money related.
Yeah.
But who do you think Nintendo sees as their primary audience?
Oh no, it's kids. 100. It's still
yeah.
Kids. They're a toy company. They specifically say they're
exactly. And whilst I don't even necessarily think that their target audience makes up the majority of people buying their product, because of how much they sell it for, it is their target audience. And because of that, I don't know if you price something so aggressively. Because if you give the parents of the children you're targeting pause and they stop and say, well, wouldn't you just want one of these PS5s or this cheaper Xbox Series S thing?
No, because they can't play Pokemon on it.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
That is literally the one thing I have no argument for.
You can't play Pokemon on it. You can't play Legend of Zelda on it. You can't play Mario on it. So you can't play the Future Master on it. So that is the legitimate driving factor of Nintendo consoles, is that the fact that you will never ever be able to play any Nintendo games on anything else.
True, and well, legally.
Legally.
Yeah, that's a big one. I still think that Nintendo has kind of stumbled onto an idea of having this hybrid system that isn't worth as much as a console. So it gets people to fall into the mindset that we are currently in, which is, I am a PS5 fanboy or an Xbox fanboy. Fuck Sony or fuck Microsoft, but also I have a Nintendo because they're okay.
Oh, actually, I now have a solution for that.
Go on, then.
Sell them separately.
What?
So you make the Switch 2. Obviously, you make the Switch 2. It's a handheld version, all right? It obviously has like better technology in it or whatever. That'll probably be the bulk of your thing.
So you're saying
$300. $300. All for the high performance dock, all right, separately for $200.
That is essentially the conversation we've been having about the Switch for the last 2 years, which is, I wonder if there's a way they could just make a high performance dock.
Yeah.
I have no argument for that one.
That way,
I think that one's really cool.
You get the parents that'll buy the kids the handheld version that they can run around and fucking like do for like $300 or something, $350 probably. All right, and then you have the people that want to play their games at a stable frame rate, with a high performance dock that they have to spend an extra $200 for. I'm sure there will be people complain. But Nintendo fanboys will buy it.
Well, I mean, again, no argument. I think
Yeah.
if, for whatever reason, I believe that if that was something that they ended up doing, I don't even know that there would be a lot of complaining. Like, there would be a gut
they
check. I don't like
Yeah.
how expensive all this is, but it would be so tempered by the, well, I guess I'll just buy the base version for the first few months and save up for the dock.
Exactly. It's the sensible way to go about it. Probably not the way Nintendo will go about it. They'll just
No, absolutely not. They're going to launch a Switch 2 that's slightly better, but still trailing behind.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I just want my, like, the Nintendo games that I want to play, I just want them to run it above 30. They do not have to hit 60. And they need to be stable at whatever above 30. All right? If it's fucking 45, I want it to be fucking on 45 100% of the time. All right? It's not that hard, Nintendo. Come on. Yeah, no.
I mean,
I don't know.
If we're getting into what I would want, I would want them to have a Nintendo Online thing where I could just play my games on the PC. But
Oh yes, no, I would 100% want that. Yeah,
like genuinely, I would buy the entire backlog of Zelda games, and I would just have a library for them.
I would legitimately be okay with a Nintendo shop for your PC, and you can just play whatever Nintendo game you wanted to play.
I was saying this earlier, and I don't mean stream. I mean, like, yeah, they Nintendo to set up an online a Nintendo a storefront, and I recognize that, like, there's a bit of hypocrisy though, not necessarily for me, but in general in the gaming space when it comes to another storefront.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people don't want yet another thing on their computer. Lord knows I don't. I hardly even log in on the Epic Game Store because I don't want it on my computer.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that I play Overwatch with people, I wouldn't want Battle.net on my computer either, because it's just it takes up a lot of space for me to have one thing on it. So like I definitely understand it when it comes to like Battle.net and Origin and all that, and I don't think those are ever going to win people over. However, for something like Nintendo, where it would be a case of this is the only way to get it. It's not going to show up on Steam. It's not going to show up on Epic. And if you don't get it through this, you don't get it. You have to go pick up a Switch or a GameCube or any of that. I think people would be more willing to deal with that. And yeah, it's hypocritical, and yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but like this is the power that Nintendo holds over folks. Like I said, I am not immune to this. I don't have a very large Switch library. I have 4 games: Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade 3, Astral Chain, and
I have 1, 3 in Pokemon.
Oh, and Pokemon, right? Yeah. So I have 4 games. Oh no, 5. I have the Monster Hunter games. So I have like 5 or 6 games on it. It's not a very big library, but if you put that on the PC, I am gonna buy most of the 3D. No, I'm gonna buy all the 3D Zelda games, and depending on how good they are about keeping a decent library, I'm probably gonna buy a bunch of games from when I was a kid. Like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of 64 titles just to own them again.
Yeah.
And I'd probably buy more Switch or more Nintendo products as they came out.
Mm-hmm. I would be more inclined to do that, even though I'm.
God, imagine Xenoblade 2 at like a solid FPS. Xenoblade 3 was very good about it, to be fair.
Calm down. All right. Don't say stuff that we will never see.
You're right.
Or building up our own hopes to just be dashed.
I genuinely think he's right, because I don't even think you can emulate that at a solid frame rate.
They won't do it simply because of that. They hate mods.
Yes,
Nintendo hates mods.
You've hit on the absolute reason why this will never happen on PC, because the potential for piracy, despite it already existing, and modding games, they don't want to make it any easier for you to take off Peach's dress. We're on to you, internet.
They're the Switch games are already pirated at an alarming rate just because of the fact that they never go on sale.
all Nintendo products are pirated because anything in their backlog, I mean, until very, very recently, you had to pirate. You couldn't
Yeah.
find them anywhere.
Mm.
And the Switch
Unless
games again are being pirated nowadays, and I genuinely that's kind of scummy. Don't do that. You
Yeah.
can go out and buy them, but I do understand that Nintendo has this thing where they don't ever put anything on sale. So
yeah, no. A lot of people have the notion that if it's a Nintendo game, it's okay to pirate because Nintendo's
yeah,
kind of a piece of
the
shit company.
idea of it's always morally correct to pirate a Nintendo product has
Yeah.
become pretty commonplace. And even if that in and of itself is a horrible thought to have, when this many people are having it, it tells you that maybe your stance as a company is a little in the wrong, if not a lot,
Yeah.
and maybe you should readjust.
Yeah. But we will possibly see if there's an announcement for a Switch successor sometime this year.
I reckon there will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I think
there better be. All right. There's the Switch was already a dated product when it came out. All right. 7 years later, it is even more of a dated product or whatever. It is an antique. All right.
So at this
and-
point, it comes down to: is it going to be teased first at E3, Tokyo Game Show, a random direct?
No, they'll have a direct around E3.
Oh god, I actually Nintendo Direct is fine. They're fun to watch. Except I can't get over the fucking click joke. They can't. The Nintendo needs to get over the fucking click joke. It's not funny anymore. Every time they go click,
Oh,
I hate it.
Snap.
I hate it. Stop it.
so okay. Feelings on it versus we would like to play. Nintendo right here with the goddamn dad jokes.
Oh
Ugh.
god. Too much. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Where they would announce it, I think they would announce it on their own thing first.
Well,
Yeah, no, it would be
the-
well. They only do their own things. They don't
Exactly.
do like E3 or whatever. So it would be
these events I
a
was
direct
mostly
around
using
E3.
as a time frame.
Yeah. They will probably do it around the summer because that's
So
where
you
all the
think it
big
will
news
be
comes
like
out.
an
Yeah.
E3-ish time?
I think so.
I actually think it'll be later. I'm
Probably,
actually
honestly.
willing to say
I did
they
say
might
late summer,
push
early
this
fall.
announcement all the way back to November. Like I think they're gonna wait until real late this year. Can I say this year? Oh,
I don't see the point of
now.
that because they won't be able to sell anything in December. There's nothing there.
Well,
Well,
they're not gonna release it.
They're just going to
And then
announce
doubt
it.
it.
They're just going to
Yeah.
announce it.
I
They-
know, but you know, big announcements near the end of the year, unless
are
they're going
usually
to put
for
things.
sales. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Christmas.
Let's say like
I don't know.
either around E3 time or at the end of summer. It's the time frame for an announcement for is what I assume. Or they might honestly they could do it in March or
They
where
could.
the Switch anniversary.
Oh God,
be the
yeah.
sev-
Thinking about it that early, yeah.
Yeah,
So
any teaser, get the hype rolling.
but that is all of our news for this week. It's been slow. I think what is it? God, who's the president of Square Enix? Matsuda.
Mhm.
I think he
yeah.
brought out another email talking about fucking New Year's email about NFTs and blockchain stuff. So I don't want to talk about that because I literally think that's a
He's
that's
so
an
tone deaf.
I think I think it's an investor thing because outside of that weird fucking symbiogenesis or whatever shit that they announced or whatever, they really haven't done anything NFT wise.
It's true, but they also shouldn't. It might be Americentric because that's where all of my information about NFTs is at the moment. But NFTs are a failing fucking commodity.
Yeah.
Like I have to assume it's a global thing, but it's just not only is it a product that isn't going to make you money in the world as is right now, or at least not the money that they would want to make. On top of it, it's really, really bad PR.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to wonder if the investors are even interested in this.
Oh, Japan's still kind of like in the NFT thing because there's a lot of anime studio like publishers.
Yeah, but
that
they're
did
really
anime
behind
studios.
the times.
Yeah.
They're not paying
Yeah.
attention to the
And
world.
yeah, this is exactly why I sit down. Like I have like this American-centric formulas because I've been so focused on like what the NA, if not America, just NA companies have been doing with that, and I guess some EU stuff, but I don't know. I think it's a bad idea. I think it was a bad idea to begin with, and
Yep.
if it's true that a lot of the Crystal Dynamics purchases were done because to fund this, God, what a mistake! What a mistake!
Yeah, what definitely. All right. So, what are you guys' plans for this week and the year? Since we are just rolling over into 2023.
Attempt to beat Tree Sentinel.
Okay, that's this week.
No,
Unless
this
that's a
is
year.
this
I was gonna say, unless this is a yearly
I was
goal.
we were about to say this could be the yearly goal at this
It's
point.
me you're talking about.
True.
Let me see. I did have a list for this year though. What was it? Play Final Fantasy 14. Finish
Okay.
Endwalker.
Oh
Let's
my god.
go.
It's been a year. It's been a year.
She's gonna have
like,
so much content.
Actually, I need to do that. What else? Yeah, make more Dark and Darker stuff because I got a whole list planned of things.
Hell yes. I'm still so pleased with that.
Yeah, that was cool. I need to get on it though. I've literally switched off my brain for a few weeks. What else? There was I was planning to do more Let's Play videos on other games too. So
keep an eye on the channel.
Yeah.
We'll have it in the description.
Yeah.
And if Bethesda listens to us and
God, I hope they do. I would kill to watch League play Starfield. My goodness.
I will
I
do
think it'd piss
videos
a lot
on
of people.
Starfield.
I'll be like, what's she doing now? Let's play the goddamn storyline. Like, woo!
No, correct. Because that was my first thought. Because League is at her first opportunity, never gonna see the main scenario ever again.
I will do videos on fucking Starfield if they gave us a copy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Actually, what am I talking about? I'm not even paying for Starfield anyway. All right, I got Game Pass.
I mean,
it's
you're
coming
paying
out
the
on Game Pass.
$9.99.
It's actually 15.
Oh, they've upped it, have they? Okay.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have Game Pass anyway, so I'll just get it for free anyway. But Bethesda, if you want to give us it anyway, I can put in the title. Copy provided by Bethesda.
Yep.
Microsoft. Come on, guys. All right. Scratch my back, scratch your back.
Guarantee I will have fun with your game one way or the other because that's just how I do. What else? More art stuff. I've got lots of things I want to do this year too. I've already got things thrown at me, so that's cool. I need to get on that. More voice acting things. I want to continue that because that was fun last year.
Hell yeah.
Leak Wibble VA. Leak Wibble VA.
Yay! It is a lot of fun. I also want to update a lot of my hardware. So
yeah,
in general, more money. I want more money this year. I don't care how shallow that sounds.
No, that's absolutely reasonable.
Hey, viewers, if you want to hit that subscribe button, if you get us to 1,000, I can start monetizing our videos, and I can pay Leak for taking a turn on Mondays.
Yay!
But you got to get us to 1,000 subscribers so I can start monetizing people who get the AdSense. I mean, come on.
Yep.
It's not going to be a lot of money because AdSense aren't exactly that much, but it adds up or whatever, and I'll still be able to give her money.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's a good set of goals. There you go. Over to you. Over to you too.
Well, my goals will be to embrace my dreams and whatever happens to protect my honor as soldier.
Let me go grab some tissues for you.
I mean, a lot of my goals started at the end of last year. I've been eating better. I've been taking care of myself, going to the gym, all of that. I mean, Lee kind of hit the nail on the head. Money. I'm gonna get myself together. I have less upgrades that I need, but I also want to start visiting things. I haven't left California in like 4 years now, 5 years. When was FanFest?
2018.
Oh, it's been a while. I'd like to I'd like to go and visit some of my friends. I'd like to go visit my home again. That'd be charming. Like this year's pretty much just gonna be about me growing. It's my growth arc, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just gotta be healthy, mentally, physically. Probably play a bunch of video games. That may not be healthy, but you know what? I feel good about it. So
Yeah.
Mental health is also
It's mental health. Yeah.
truth,
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
What about you, Aqua?
Well, I've got 2 trips planned this year. Going to Florida the end of March to visit 2 friends. We're going to a mega con down there. But that's just an excuse just to see them, and they want me to try out this hot pot place. So that'll be nice. And it'll be the only time I ever go to Florida within the next like 20 years because
You better kidnap Matt then.
I'm not gonna be anywhere near Matt, unfortunately.
Other side of the states.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the other side of the state. I told Matt when a couple weeks ago, I was like, Matt, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm going to Florida in March, and I will not be seeing you.
You know, at first I thought you were just being mean, but then you did explain yourself, and it makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't want to come back from Florida and be like, bro, you were in Florida and you didn't try to see me. I'm like, bro, I was in Orlando, man. Come on, I couldn't. You're way too far away from Orlando. And then we all got well, at least I know I'm going, and an adult said he's gonna, I guess, try to go. FanFest in
I'd like to
July.
get out there.
Yeah.
Depends on work and money. But yeah, that is absolutely on the list.
We hot as balls.
Why?
We also have.
Why did we get the summer event? And why if we had to get the summer event, which is fair, did you put it in the desert?
We also have to extend our stay out there by a day.
The concert, yeah.
Because they have the concert that's going to be there the day after FanFest.
Genuinely, even if I don't go to FanFest, I'm gonna try to go to the concert.
Yeah, they have an orchestra concert going out.
Yeah, do that.
And that's it for like super future plans. There's a couple of things I want to try. Hopefully there will be a place that opens up around here that is at most like $1,000 in rent. But getting a place by myself at this moment is going to be rough. So
yeah,
might be.
Yeah, I want to do the moving stuff as well. Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Definitely don't make enough to do anything more than $1,000 in rent. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough. I don't know. I mean, my mom asked me the other day, and my dad was like, "So gonna do like we do." He's like, "It's gonna take it day by day, and we'll see." And I'm like, "That's honestly true."
Like realistically, that's how you have to do it, especially these last few years.
I'm gonna build my manga collection. Because I'm just addicted now. As for like this week, and I guess week by week now, I have decided on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it is decreed, there will be White Knight Chronicle streams, all right, and I'll be streaming White Knight Chronicles from the beginning to the end, and hopefully a good bit of the multiplayer missions without having multiplayer on, because they took down the servers like the year after it came out. And I will do those streams twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I need to just play the game again. All right, this is like my biggest guilty pleasure video game. All right, and I haven't played it in fucking forever. I haven't like actually sat down and played it in ever, and it's a shit game, but I love playing it.
Nostalgia.
Other than that, I have like a list of like 3 games that I need to beat in this order, which is I'm gonna beat Crisis Core, which at this point in time I'm probably just going to sit down and just gun through the rest of the story, because I can, and then doing all the missions as they come up,
Mhm.
and then I started. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play and beat Atelier Ryza 2, because the gameplay for that game is actually really good. And Atelier Ryza 3 comes out in March, which I don't know if I'll pick up on launch, but since I've technically kind of beaten 1, and I will be beating 2, because of that. And the third game on my list was a game that I cannot remember now, and I tweeted it out, and I cannot remember because I am getting old.
How did you possibly forget Final Fantasy 16?
No, that's not the order. Like Final Fantasy 16 is in July or June or June 22nd. Yeah. So that I'm talking about within like the next couple of months. I made a Death Stranding director's cut. That is what it is.
Right.
I upgraded to it because it was on sale for $5.
I mean, that's a good upgrade price. Oh, I'd pay $5.
Yeah.
If I liked that game.
And well, it's not whether if I'm gonna like the game or not. I've played like a couple of hours of it, and it's okay. All right. Or like gameplay wise, it's okay. I just want to experience it. All right. I need to know. I need to know what's in Koji's brain. All right. I need to know what is in Kojima's brain. All right. And the only way I'm going to know that is if I played Death Stranding. And that'll prepare me for Death Stranding 2 or whenever that comes out.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, I got that too.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
You know,
I guess I will be the sole hater.
You know the Epic Store you hate? It gave me it for free.
Oh yeah,
for free.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
But it was only in the normal version. It wasn't the director's cut. That was free.
Yeah, it's fine. I know it's free. It's free.
Yeah.
Look, I don't say free is a great price, however.
Yeah. But and then after that, it's up in the air because there's games coming out in between now and the time that I beat Death Stranding. Who knows how long it'll take me to even get through that game. I play video games very slow unless I'm like sitting there like jonesing for the video game.
2022 was a great year for video games. 2023 is shaping up to be every bit as good. So,
2023 is shaping up to be the actual catch up to all of the games that were supposed to come out in these past 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. When that game comes out, if that game is any bit near as fun as I hope it is or whatever, it's over. It's over. Life's over. I don't know. We're doing everything in that game, by the way, Dalit. We are doing everything in that game. Yeah, you're getting. I will pay for you to play that.
Am
game.
I getting?
Don't even. Don't even. I know how you work. If you're not gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it for you.
God damn. All right, I guess it's like that.
Yeah. Remember, you
first and foremost, the game has. Well, it's true. I can't be. I'm cheap. The game has to come out first. It has to be real again.
Yes, it has to be real, which it will. I forgot to talk about that, and by it will, I mean Side Games did announce like yesterday or the day before or whatever. The game and from what I'm reading correctly, all right, because they're really weird, and I guess Google, the Twitter translate probably didn't translate it the way that they actually wanted it to be translated. Relink is in a state where it can be played front to back.
Oh, hey.
And they're in the state of going through the game multiple times and clearing up and doing all the polish and shit for the game. They said it is almost.
Let's save this for next week. Yeah, we'll go over this in a more traditional sense.
Okay, I just want to talk about it.
There might even be more information, or
the information
inaccuracies might even get cleared up. Who knows?
Well, the information won't come out until the 21st. So
well, fair enough.
Yeah, because that's when Grand Blue Fest or whatever it is, 21st.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we've talked way too long. If you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like I told you guys multiple times this episode, and if you do that, then we'll be happy. Get us to 1,000 subscribers, even though we're only at 158. So that's kind of a thing. If you've already subscribed, share us, please. Like, be like, hey, this is a pretty chill podcast, and they like to talk about video games, and they're only somewhat mildly funny. Just do that. That helps a lot too. Yeah. We will see you guys next week, and happy 2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely